Welcome to Recruitment Revised, the podcast that helps you hire smarter, job search better, and stay ahead in today's ever-changing talent landscape. I'm Kim Acosta, director and founder of Ucentric, a technology recruitment firm passionate about unlocking potential and driving success. I'm also a former Amazon talent acquisition manager, so I've been both an internal and an external recruitment leader. I'm here to share first-hand insights, expert strategies, and real-world stories to help you navigate the job market with confidence, whether you're hiring or looking for your next big opportunity. Let's revise and explore recruitment together. Welcome to Recruitment Revised with Kim Acosta, the podcast that helps you navigate job searching and hiring with confidence. Today, we're going to talk about a pretty tough but important topic: how to pick yourself up again after a layoff. First of all, if you're going through this right now, I'm really sorry that you have to. Back in 2023, I was a talent acquisition manager working for Amazon in its European headquarters in Luxembourg. I was also witness to the biggest layoffs in the company's history, and it was a really, really tough time. Some of the brightest and loveliest people that I worked with were unfortunately impacted. And it was tough. It was through no fault of their own, and quite often the result of a role elimination, so therefore not even performance related. If you've been recently laid off, you're probably feeling overwhelmed. It's natural to feel uncertain, to feel frustrated, or even anxious. But there's good news. You're not powerless. There are practical steps that you can take to regain control of the situation and also set yourself up for success with your next role. And I'm here to help you. In this episode, we're going to talk through some of the critical first steps, the best job search strategies, and how to activate your network, and most importantly, how to take good care of yourself during this difficult time. So let's get into it. So first steps after a layoff include mobilizing immediately. The moment you might hear about upcoming layoffs, your instinct may be to freeze or potentially panic, and that's normal, but what you do next truly matters. Your first move should be to update your CV and your LinkedIn profile. Make sure that your most recent experience is all in there, that it's updated, that it highlights the problems that you solved, and also highlights the value that you brought to your current team. So some key CV tips to keep in mind: make sure that your CV is in a clear, easily readable, and well-structured format. Be aware of job market conventions. So if you're applying for a role in Australia, for instance, remove that photo off your CV. It's not the norm. If you're applying for a role in the US, make sure that you keep that CV down to 2 pages max. For LinkedIn, make sure that you have a clear professional headshot as your profile photo and include a well-designed LinkedIn banner. Have a clearly written about section that reflects your key expertise and key career goals. Have descriptions of your most recent roles highlighting the impact that you created, and have recommendations from colleagues and management to boost your credibility. Be prepared to articulate your salary expectations. Understand what current market rates are. For instance, if you're from a FANG company like I was, sometimes you need to be aware that other FANG companies are going to be going through similar cycles of restructuring. This is going to affect demand and going to affect salaries on offer in the market. If market conditions have changed, you're going to have to accept that you will need to adjust. If you're caught off guard by some of these questions, you may lose out on opportunities. So it's best to start preparing for your answers as soon as you can. Next point is activating your network and building visibility. So, especially in Australia, most jobs are not found through cold applications. They come from networking. If you're not already activating your network, now's the time to start, especially in this market. Here's what you should do. Reach out to past colleagues, hiring managers, and recruiters. Reconnect with university alumni groups or industry groups and start attending meetup events. Engage in industry conversations on LinkedIn and post updates about your expertise. You don't need to overshare or sound desperate, but maintaining an active presence on that platform really helps. Now, if you're hesitant to use the green open to work banner on LinkedIn, there's actually an option to activate a setting that makes you visible to recruiters without announcing it to the whole wide network. That way, you can increase your chances of being found without making a public statement. You need to think like a recruiter. When I see a job posting, my first thought isn't, let me apply. It's, who do I know there? If you have a connection in that company, reach out before you apply. Even a quick introduction or a referral can push your application to the top of the list. Another tip is avoid the spray and pray method. Sending out 100 applications is not going to get you the best results. Focus on quality over quantity and make sure that you're tailoring your CV and cover letter to each role to make sure that the application highlights how, your skills match the job description and the opportunity at hand. Now let's talk about prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being during this challenging time. I'm going to put out there that this is more important than your job search. What you need to remember is that you are not your job title. Your self-worth is not tied to your employment status. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to step away for a bit. Here are a few ways to manage stress during this difficult time. Make sure that you're taking breaks. Don't spend 10 hours a day doing a job search. Stay active. A short walk every day is just going to help you do a mental reset and tackle the next application with far more clarity. Finally, talk to someone, whether it be a friend, a family member, or your spouse. Share what you're feeling through this time. Don't bottle things up. If you need to see a professional, don't hesitate. If your job search is affecting your mood, your sleep, your appetite, that might be a sign to go speak to someone professionally. Make your mental health a priority. And finally, staying motivated and keeping an abundance mindset. Job searching can feel like a roller coaster. Some days you'll feel hopeful, other days you'll feel completely discouraged. But let's talk about staying motivated. First, be careful about who you spend time with. Surround yourself with career cheerleaders, people who uplift you and encourage you and remind you that you're pretty damn awesome. Stay away from people who drain your energy or make you feel worse about your situation. Second, adopt a abundance mindset. The right role will come, even if it takes time. Helping others in their job search is actually one of the best ways to create some unexpected opportunities. So, for instance, you might find a role, you might interview for a role that wasn't quite right for you. It always, always helps to pay it forward because people are going to start paying it forward to you. And finally, ask for references now. It's a really lovely boost to your confidence knowing that there are people that think you're great, and it saves you from having to chase people down when it's a really critical time and you're at offer stage. Bouncing back from a layoff is not easy, but there are many things still in your control. You have the skills, you have the experience, and deep down in you, I know that you've got the resilience to come out on the other end. If you found today's episode helpful, please subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with a friend. Thank you for listening to Recruitment Revised, and see you in the next episode. Bye.